In this video, we're going to be discussing the PREM divergence workspace. And I'm going to be making several videos on this particular workspace because there are certain aspects that I want to treat individually and make it easier for you to reference them at later times should you need to go back. Otherwise, it'd have to be combined into all one indicator. It would be difficult to find certain features that we're focusing our attention on in just one video. Now, this this workspace has two charts in it. Chart number 1 includes the premium in data 1, the ES in data 2, and then our indicator in subgraph 3. The indicator, the RSK CCX send indicator, has been included in the email that you received on this workspace. So please load that indicator. Now, chart number 2 has the ES in data 1, the PREM in data 2, and then our indicators in the following subgraphs. The TSC is plotting data 1. The RSX DYNA is plotting data 1. The first RSK CCX send 1 is also plotting data 1, but the second RSK CCX send 1 is plotting data 2, namely the premium. Okay? Now, in addition to all of that, we have 3 ultimate divergence indicators in the workspace. The ES CCX, this one here, plots in real time. And that's why you have these signals on the screen. It plots in real time. But the 2 other divergence indicators that are listed as the PCCX, standing for the CCX on the premium versus the CCX on the ES. These 2 are sitting on the premium. And because of the nature of the divergence indicator, these will only plot in real time. They will not plot historically. So that's why you don't see any signals on this workspace. They will only show up in real time. Now, once they show up, they should remain there. But if you refresh the chart, they will disappear. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in a few minutes. So there's some other indicators that are turned off here. You may wish to turn them on. But at the moment, we have them turned off. 2 more indicators we have is the line at price. That's on both data 1 and data 2, so that you can line up where these are showing in real time. Now, when you're actually trading, you do not need to have chart number 1 displayed. The indicator, the RSK CCX indicator shown here, is replicated over here in the bottom subgraph. And because it's sitting on this data feed, the premium, it should be essentially the same as it is in chart number 1. So why is it there in the first place? Why are we duplicating it? There's a very good reason. Due to some anomalies in the ultimate divergence indicator, if we place the premium in data 2, there's some kind of a glitch that is causing the signals that are coming from it to disappear. To resolve that problem, we created a separate chart where the premium is in data 1 instead of in data 2. And when it's in data 1, we can fix that problem, and we don't seem to be having any issues with it, at least at the moment. So you need to have this chart available. It needs to be plotting, but it doesn't need to be visible. So you can just highlight chart 2, and this will just run in the background. Another thing that we're doing, we're taking the oscillator, the RSK-CCX oscillator, and we are taking all of this data, and we've created an indicator that sends all of that data to the receive chart, which is chart number 2. This symbol, PCCX, is the symbol that the ultimate divergence indicator reads. It reads the data coming from this into the plotting mechanism of the ultimate divergence indicator. So we send the data to a different indicator who receives it and uses it as the basis for the divergence. So let me explain that a bit further. So all of this data here is being sent to the ultimate divergence indicator, and we're using the divergence that is occurring in data 2 to generate the divergence signal in data 1. Comparing that to what we have on the chart here, these signals are coming from the CCX in subgraph 5 and are based upon the activity that's taking place in data 1. Okay, so the oscillator is just charting the activity of the ES and is using the divergence of the indicator on the ES to generate the signals. But we feel that there are advantages to using the premium over the ES, and you're going to be able to see that. You're going to see the results once the data is plotting in real time. So instead of using the indicator on the ES, we use the indicator on the premium, and we use its divergence to generate the signal on the ES. And again, you'll have to see that in real time, and we'll make a separate video on that later. So in review, you need to have chart number 1 open in order to get the data showing up in chart 2. So when we go into the